everybody? It's Coach Roland The Real speaking, life and relationship coach. In this video, I want to talk to the men and women in relationships about letting you know that it's not too late. If you're still together, if you live in the same house, if you haven't broken up, even if you've broken up and it's not too far off, whatever the case is, it's not too late to save your relationship, okay? You guys have an opportunity. Hopefully it's not too windy. You guys have an opportunity to save your relationship still, okay? You just don't know it. You think it's over. You think it's miserable. Well, what you need to do is start watching videos like this. You need to help each other. Educate yourselves of what's going on in the relationship and what's wrong. You guys need to sit down and talk calmly about what your needs are. If they're not being met, talk to each other and be willing to work on them. You guys must sit down and communicate right. Women, sit down, be cool. Men, sit down, be cool. You know, no getting irate. When you guys start talking about it, ladies, don't start getting pissed off after like 60 seconds. Be able to talk through it. Men, same story, right? It's not too late for you guys, all right? I've watched couples in this scenario of being miserable for years and go through this process and literally become happy as can be and in love, all right? Generally, men are stupid and women are stupid. You know, you got two stupid people in a relationship. You might not feel that you are, but you probably still are, right? Because you're not communicating correctly to each other. You're not basically saying what you want, what's lacking. Write it down. I mean, make this very simple process. That's all you got to do. You know, I've saw couples that they sit with each other for years and they're not telling the other partner what they want. They're just so tired of not getting it, so they just stay unhappy with each other. It's just crazy. Or you sweep it under the rug for a week or two, and then it just comes right back, right? What you guys need to do is sit down and talk about what your needs are, what's not being met, what needs are not getting met, right? You do that. You just simply say what's on your mind in a calm way and do it. You can save your guys' relationship. I don't care if it's 3 months or if it's 3 years or 30 years. That's the funny part. Like, doesn't matter. That's all you guys got to do. Okay? Change your expectations a little bit if they're too high. Write down what your needs are. Say what you want. Okay? Fellas, you know, you might be feeling a certain way and it might be on your mind and you don't say something, but it bothers you. But you guys are easier creatures anyway. So it's okay. You kind of let it go. But if you notice your woman is angry or upset about something, hello, pay attention. There was times where I was just like, why are you just crazy for? Why are you so crazy? But there was a cry for help. They don't want to tell you that. Right? They won't tell you that because they have a lot of ego and pride. But the woman is crying for help. She wants you to get it. If she's angry and screaming, that's a cry for help. Look at it that way. It's not you looking at her like she's crazy. Well, she might be a little bit, but she's trying to tell you something, dude. Pay attention. Just like you go to work and you make your job or your business the most important thing daily, right? Or whatever it is. Well, guess what? Your woman is the same story. Your woman is also a business that you have. You got to make it your business to sit down and work on that. That's important. You can't just be working 7 days a week or however many days and go hard and just keep, go, and you're not putting the attention to your woman. You might think you're putting attention by trying to have a conversation and she gets a little crazy and you're like, here we go again. I'm not doing this. I'm not dealing with it. You're just going to make her unhappy. So sit down, grab her hand and say, honey, what's wrong? Let's figure this out. It's all good. We're going to do this. I know something's bothering you. Tell me. And pay attention. And when she tells you, Hopefully she told you in a nice way, because sometimes when they tell you in an angry way, you don't get the message, right? And then you just keep doing the same thing. You're still doing the same problem, right? So couples, I'm talking to you guys, okay? If you want to share this with your man or your woman or whatever, and you watch this video, trust me, this is going to save your guys' life. You know how priceless that is to save your relationship? And you might think, oh, it's too far gone. No, it's never too far gone. It's not. If at least you guys can sit down and are willing to sit and try this, then you're fine. If you can't get somebody to sit and try this, excuse me, then yeah, you got a bigger problem, right? And you're gonna have to try harder. But if you guys get to a point, if you can get each other to sit down and try this, the next step is going to be writing everything down and figuring things out just like anything else, okay, in a calmly manner, okay? And once you do that, now you have a course of actions, what you're gonna do. Okay, well, I'm gonna start doing A, B, and C because I'm sorry, honey, I wasn't doing that. And you're gonna be focused on that. It's gonna be part of your new daily chore, right? Same goes for the woman, same story. And after you do these actions, then, well, first, before the actions, you're gonna have to say, yes, are we willing to do this? Yes, let's do it. You guys gotta make that decision. You make that decision, now you start the actions, right? Once you do the actions, it'll take 3 months or however long, right? And you practice it and you do it, and then you'll have it. And life will be better, right? But take the ego out, take the pride out, ladies, take the, be calm, be cool. Men, don't be stubborn. Don't be, pig-headed and so masculine and strong that, you're acting like that. Don't do that. That's not going to work. That's not going to do anything. You love that girl. You know you do. Women, you know you love that man. You might not be happy right now, but you guys can still save your relationship. The reason why this is so important to do this is because I remember a time where if I had this information and I did it with her and the other women, we would have saved our relationship and been fine. But because we let things go and sweep under the rug and month after year and just let it go, it just got worse, right? But you had that opportunity because you were together. You were with each other. You are with each other right now even. And even if you're not happy, it doesn't matter. You have that opportunity to change it. If you guys break up and meet someone else, that's over then, right? You guys find somebody else and you're engaged and get married, it's over, right? That relationship is done. I'm not saying that getting a new relationship is not maybe a good choice. It depends how bad it is, whatever the case is. But even you think it's super bad, it's still not bad. If you're married, still together, you guys can save it. It's not over. Even if you're not married and you're just, boyfriend and girlfriend, right? It's not over. You're still together. And you might not be happy together, but it's not over. I wish I had this information. I would have went back in time and applied all this knowledge that I gained after the relationship. Why do people think that we need to learn from our relationships and take it into the next one? Why don't you people learn those things while you're in the relationship? I've always been that type of person. I've never left anyone's side. Usually they just get tired of communication and things going on. And I've made mistakes too. I just was like, well, what the hell? But I never left. I never left their side, right? That's called unconditional love. That's something I had. But I guess that doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you need to have that from both parties, right? Both people have to have that. And that's how you get to it. The reason why a lot of relationships stay together forever is because of that unconditional love. They don't leave each other's side. They work on it. Like they have a business together and they don't just shut down and quit or sell it because they're tired of it. They don't do that. They keep it. They say, okay, we got to tweak this here and we got to tweak this there, and our business is back up and running great, and we have an income now. It's the same story. You don't give up on your business. Sometimes you need to sell a business because it's just the market's changed or whatever the case is, and it's just not going to work, right? You got someone who's just completely extreme, and you know that they're toxic and they're wrong or whatever the case is, right? But even if someone's toxic, or even if someone has a problem, an extreme on one side, walk them through this process, at least to try. You want to know if you at least, I mean, it's worth a shot, right? I mean, you're still with each other miserable. It's worth a shot. You're not doing anything productive or helping anything. So why don't you try this? Why don't you do this with each other? Do it. Sit down, write down on a simple piece of paper what you would like from your partner. What is lacking, what you wish that could be there, what they're not doing. Make it simple. Keep it simple. And don't feel like, oh, if I write this down, this is weird. No, just write it down. Just do it. All right? Now you guys can look at each other's notes and say, will you do this for me? Can we change this? You got to do it that way. You sit there and start, well, you don't freaking do this for me, and you don't do that. What the hell? And you're sitting here trying to get progress? You think that's going to work? Think. You're a smart human being. It's not going to work if you just yell and prideful. You're never going to get nowhere. Then you might as well just break up now. Don't waste each other's time. But you don't have to waste each other's time. You could sit and do this calmly and cool, right? And ladies, don't feel like if you got to write it down that he's not the right guy, or I feel like an idiot because I have to sit here and say to this guy, will you just please write me a love note sometimes to say you love me? I understand how you feel, ladies. And men, you might feel the same way. Why do I have to tell her to not be crazy? Why do I have to tell her to not make everything a big deal? It keeps happening and she keeps doing it. All right, well, you just wrote down what you wanted, and now that they're aware of it, yeah, I know you've said it before and nothing's changed, but it doesn't matter. All right, because we as people, we can learn if we want to. You want things to be better, then you're going to have to learn. All right, and then some people say, well, they're the way they are, they're never going to change. And that might be the case in some cases, but let them know that I want you to picture our lives without each other. I want you to picture us going through the heartbreak. I want you to see us separated and then wishing that we changed when we were together. Right? Think about that. Hindsight, right? Hindsight's 20/20. Put yourself in that fast forward moment. You're going to wish you had this moment. Okay? So you guys are good. If you're together right now and you're still unhappy, it's okay, you're good. You have the opportunity to fix it. But you're going to have to do these things that I'm telling you to fix it. And then once you do it, tomorrow you're going to have to start implementing. It's just like anything else. Tomorrow, you have to do it. If you don't do it, it's going to get out of hand. They say it takes about 66 days to create a habit. Okay? So it's going to take some work. It's not that big of a deal. You have the rest of your lives. It's not over, people. It's not over. You guys are still with each other. You know how lucky you are? There has been times where I wish I was in your shoes now in some relationships, and I had that opportunity. When I had the opportunity, I didn't see it. I didn't understand. I just let it go and swept under the rug, and it'll get better. You have this mindset, oh, it'll get better. It'll get better. No, it won't get better, actually. I wish I had this information. I wish I had studied. I wish I got my relationship coach license. I wish that I took the time to study all these things. It's funny, I took the time to do everything else, but I didn't take the time to do this, which was the most important thing. So I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. And I can go on in more detail, but this is step one. And this is the major step you need to do. And you guys will be fine. I know you might have some financial issues. You might have some expectation issues from your lady, because a lot of women have high expectations and things. Well, don't be the type to just sit there and expect them with no, goal written down to, a form of action plan to write down and actually accomplish them and see the progress. You do that in everything else you do, right? But you don't do it in your own relationship, the most important thing that matters. It's crazy. I'll never understand that. But anyways, I hope this video serves you guys well. Please look at my other videos. I have a lot of videos like this topic. Subscribe, because I'm going to spend my life to make it a living to help people, and we need this from you guys. So I care about you people, and I hope this video saved your life. If it did, write a comment. If you have a question, write a comment. If you want another video about something, about this topic, write a comment, let me know, because I'm telling you right now, I have a lot of experience in all this stuff, and the reason why someone like myself gets to a point that wants to make videos like this is because we finally had enough of doing it wrong, and we have all the experience and we learned it. So hope you understand. Take care, guys. Have a great day. Go kiss your partner, say you love them.